Okay, everybody, welcome back. Now we're going to do some exercises with dates. Now, dates are stored in Microsoft Excel as a number, believe it or not. The way it's formatted, you can tell that it's a number because, as I said, if you recall in another video, that all numbers line up to the right. Dates line up to the right, they're numeric. The fact that they're numeric means that you can do arithmetic on them. So we're going to talk about a couple of date functions here today and see what we can do with those. First of all, what's today's date? Well, today is whatever it is, but tomorrow, today will be a different date. So there's a function in Excel called today, which can tell you the exact date. June 20, 2012. Now tomorrow, is this going to say June 20, 2012? No, it's going to say June 21, 2012, because this is a function that updates itself based on the system clock. Okay, so this is a handy feature to have, because if you always want today's date appearing somewhere in the spreadsheet and gauging the activities against that date, then it's always nice to be able to have a function like this so you don't have to come in and change it by hand. Now, I've got some significant events here from the 21st century. I only got 3 of them here, but what we want to do is we want to calculate the years since the event. Okay, now how are we going to do that? Well, I can take this date and somehow subtract this date from it, but I'm really only interested in subtracting the years. Okay, so let me show you how I'll get the year out of a date. The year of today, well, we know it's 2012, but I want a function to do that. So I'll say equals the year. This is also a function. Now, what does it take as an argument? Well, it takes a date. And the date in there is today. I could type in today again as a function. Now, that looks kind of funny. July 4, 1905. What happened there? Okay. Well, if you look, everything in this column is formatted as a date, but what this is, this isn't a date, this is a number. When you extract the year from a date, you'll get a number. So I changed this to number. Whenever you get a funky looking date like that, that's what happened. It's been formatted as a date, but pulling the year out of a date is not a date, it's an integer. Okay, so you need to come back in here and change this to number, get rid of the decimal places. There you go. You have the year of today. That's how you extract the year out of any date. Okay, so if I want the years since this event occurred, all I have to do is take the current year and subtract this year from it. So I have to extract the date from this particular event. Now, I've got this year right in front of me, so I'm just going to use it. I'm going to say equals that year. Now, I'm going to be pulling this down, right? So you want $1 in front of that too. And let me show you a little trick to make this quick. If you have this, if you have the cursor next to, well, anywhere in this cell reference, all you have to do is hit F4, and it'll toggle between the various options you have for making absolute and relative references. But you wish I'd shown you that a long time ago, right? $2, when we pull this down, we want the row to remain still, minus this date in B6. Now when I pull this down, I do want the B6 to become a B7, so I'm not going to stick a $sign in front of that. Now, what happened? Same thing. It's not liking this. It's formatting it as a date, as you can see. So this difference is not displaying correctly. What this is supposed to be is if you subtract the year Let me see if it works if I change it to number. Oh, that didn't work either. Anybody see what went wrong here? Well, B2 contains an integer. This contains a date. I'm subtracting a date from an integer. What I really need to do is I need to grab the year out of B6. Okay? So, and that's 11. 11 years since that happened. It looks kind of stupid with the decimal places, so get rid of them. Alright? Now, because of this date formatting thing, it does get kind of tricky because when you're computing the difference between two dates, you expect an integer as an answer and not another date. So if you're seeing a date and you're expecting an integer, just go back up here and make sure that it's formatted to number or some appropriate format for the number. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that little lesson on dates with arithmetic. Excuse me, I said that backwards. Arithmetic with dates. Alright, anyway,